Welcome to Income Lab. Income Lab is a retirement tool that helps financial service professionals estimate how much somebody can spend at retirement, what buckets they should pull their money from at retirement, and we're going to use it in this exercise to illustrate the advantages of adding some non-traditional assets in a portfolio. But before we do that, I want to introduce you to Gary and Jenny. So this is Gary and Jenny, and this is the Life Hub portion of Income Lab. And so we can take a look at their situation. Gary is 65 and Gary is retired. Jenny is 62. Jenny's going to work a few more years before she retires. And we can kind of look at this Life Hub tool and we can see there's some point in time Jenny's going to start retirement and Social Security. Gary's going to start Social Security a little later, maximize that benefit. And then I have a lump sum purchase. They're going to move into a brownstone in about 5 years. That's about $200,000 that I've added as a one-time expense to this model. Gary's going to have to start taking retirement distributions at 2032 and Jenny at 2037. There's a little bit of the age gap there. So what are we going to do together today? Well, we are building this situation where we want to know how much can I pull out at retirement? How sustainable can that money be? And so I'm starting this game, this conversation, with a $2 million portfolio, and you can see how it's broken into accounts. We've got $1 million in a joint account, taxable. We've got $500,000 in an IRA for Gary, $500,000 in an IRA for Jenny. And just for giggles, if you want to look at how these are originally allocated, we're going with a traditional 60-40 stock bond split, right? 60 stocks, 40 bonds. Nothing exciting about these portfolios quite yet. So we're going to start in that world where we've got Gary, Jenny, and then that joint account as well. So what we can do with Income Lab is pretty cool in that it's doing an awful lot of math in the background to come up with this simple takeaway. And the simple takeaway is this. You've got $2 million invested between Social Security and your portfolio. Gary and Jenny should be able to live on around $12,200 a year. They can give themselves a little raise if their portfolio hits $2.1 million. And if it drops below 1.5, they're gonna have to take a haircut and go down a little bit. What I love about Income Lab though, is that it's not showing crisis and the sky is falling. It's saying, yeah, if your portfolio starts to sink, you get a haircut, but your haircut isn't huge. You know, you're going from 12.2 down to 11.6. Part of that Social Security income like buoying it, but that's what we're seeing and that's the beauty of Income Lab. So what I wanna do over the next couple of segments is I want to show you what happens when we start adding some alternative investments into this. And I'm also going to have Income Lab get a little deeper into taxes and perform a little more of a retirement analysis showing sustainability, high and low end options.